after.
That couple gets a divorce and the husband goes to jail, but not every time, because the next Oprah Winfrey Show, you'll hear the amazing but true stories of couples that stayed happily married despite...
Carmen, Carolyn, Catherine. Hello, is anybody there?
What?
We have a very important decision to make here. You are not paying attention.
Oh, I know. It's hard, though. We're learning how to do new tricks. She's standing up and everything. She's so cute.
Oh, I know she is. She's adorable. But the
Yes,
thing is, I can just see it now. You know, she's graduating at the top of her class, Baby Montgomery.
That's right. Top of her class.
Oh, that is right. But listen, back to the present now, okay? Back to the present.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
We have to give her a name, so you can adore her and pay attention at the same time, right?
Okay.
Okay, so listen to some more names and then just give a signal if anything appeals to you.
Okay.
Celeste, Cecilia, Cerise. Oh, Chandra. Oh, that's beautiful. Listen to what this means. Chandra means she outshines the stars. Oh, that's beautiful. Don't you think so?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Charlotte. Cher. Okay, you could signal any time, you know.
Okay.
Okay, Crystal. Christine. Oh, Christine Montgomery. That's beautiful, Christine. Isn't that beautiful?
No. Absolutely not.
And who's this? Is this Santa right here? Is that a Santa Claus? Yes, with a big kid.
We'll have this going in no time, Natalie. Don't worry.
Okay, Jeremy. And look with reindeers.
Thank God you found us, Jeremy.
Thank God we found this cabin.
Be warm soon.
I don't know what happened to us without her.
See the reindeer?
Come on.
Then look at the reindeer. And now the reindeer and
Santa? Why won't it light?
I don't know. I think the wood is still wet from the snow.
Jeremy, we've got to get a fire going. We're not going to make it through the night if we don't.
It's okay.
I'll stay calm.
No one's going to look for us here, Jeremy. I think we should have stayed in the car. I know, honey.
No, we were frozen in there in a matter of hours.
What difference does it make? We're going to freeze in here. It'll take a little longer.
It's going to be okay. Don't worry.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry, baby. Don't worry.
I'm sorry.
I'll do something.
I upset you. I'm sorry.
Keep it warm.
There's the answer. Here you go.
You sure of this? You're not making this up?
No, Dad, honest. Mom's going to have a baby.
What makes you think this?
I heard her telling great-grandmother.
Myra knows.
They didn't see me.
All right, the cab's outside.
Are we going now?
If you're ready. Cliff? Now we can get back to the name. You just flinched like I poked you with a hot iron before.
No, I didn't.
Did too.
Erica didn't mean anything to me, I suppose. It's just that the name is so old-fashioned.
Well, what's wrong with old-fashioned?
Well, couldn't we go for something a little more modern?
Modern? Oh, you mean like Kimberly or Tiffany?
Oh, you know what I mean.
Darling, Christine is the first name that I really like. Let's give it a chance.
No, Erica, and that's final.
This isn't like you. My goodness, I told you 100 names. I didn't get any reaction at all. Suddenly I say Christine and you go through the roof.
Oh, come on, you're exaggerating.
Oh, I get it. This is somebody from your deep, dark past, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
Some little charmer who broke your heart can't bear to hear her name because yours was such a raging passion. You had such a meeting of the souls.
Erica, cut it out.
Oh, am I getting warm? I mean, come on, I'm not going to let this go. She obviously meant a great deal to you.
Yes, as a matter of fact, she did.
Travis, now I'm really curious.
Christine was my sister.
You never met... Jackson never met... I can't believe this in all this time. You never mentioned that you had a sister. Well, where is she? What happened to her?
She died. A long time ago. She was very young.
Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry, darling. I'm so sorry. It's so especially sad when a child dies.
Yes.
The fact that you haven't mentioned it, though, in all this time, there's something more, isn't there? Something about the way she died. What is it?
Is there a problem?
No. We were just discussing something.
I know it isn't easy leaving all of this.
No, I want to go.
Well, how about you, Bobby?
Yeah. Are there real panthers in Algorta?
I don't know about panthers, but there's jaguars in the jungle.
Great. Can we see them?
Sure, I mean, we could take a trip of the backcountry, a tour, but we'd have to be under a lot of protection. Come on, let's get going. We'll be late.
You got a book to read in the plane?
Yes, Dad.
Got an impatient cabbie.
Yeah.
Dr. Clifford Warner? Yeah, that's right. This is for you. What's this all about? Court order, sir. Can we sign? Yeah. Thank you. And I'd read that before going anywhere. Yeah, thanks.
What is it?
Bobby, why don't you go up to your room and make sure you didn't forget anything. The lights are turned out.
I already checked.
Check again, okay?
Okay.
Cliff?
It's a summons. I have to appear at a hearing next week. So show just cause why they shouldn't restrain me from leaving the country with Bobby.
Well, they can't do that, can they?
They just did it.
But Bobby's your son.
Look, it's going to change some of our plans. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. I could fly today. You could join me later as soon as you straightened out this legal situation.
This woman doesn't know where to stop.
I'm not sure about it.
There's no other way.
Matt, to haul him into court like that?
Do you want him to take your son away?
No, I don't, but it just seems like there should be another way of dealing with it.
Look, he's the one that made this decision. You had no other choice.
I feel like I'm making his life absolutely miserable.
Nina, look, if this is gonna keep messing you up, keep your distance. Let the lawyers handle it.
Well, I thought that he was going to stop. I thought that he was going to not go through with it like this. I mean, he doesn't care anymore.
Would you stop thinking about it? Now, look, he needed to be stopped, and you stopped him.
But like this? And why did it have to end up with lawyers and courts and papers?
I know. He could have used a little more class, but he didn't. It's not your fault.
I'm going to call Bobby. I hope that he wants to talk to me. He really wanted to go on this trip.
He will.
This is strange.
What?
There's no answer.
Son of a...
Where are you going?
To the airport.
I've got good reasons for not wanting to talk about it.
Darling, we have been through so much together. No, please don't do this to me. Please don't exclude me. Darling, I need to know everything there is about you, everything, your childhood and everything. It's what made you the man I love. Tell me, what happened to Christine? How did she die?
It was in the summertime. Jackson and I were home from school.
How old were you?
12. He was 11. And Christine, she used to follow us around wherever we went. She was like a shadow. Not that we minded. We didn't mind.
So she was younger then?
6.
Go on.
Father had given us a sloop as a present, a little Lightning. And she'd love to have us take her out for a sail. One afternoon I was going to go riding, but she and Jackson sort of ganged up and begged me to take them out, so I couldn't refuse her or anything, so we went out.
Where was your father?
He was in the city on business, but it was all right. Jackson was a good sailor, so was I. I didn't think that there'd be any reason to expect trouble. And so we went out, and we were some distance offshore, and I noticed that there were a bunch of clouds gathering in the south, so I came about, and I was heading back towards shore when it hit us so quickly we didn't even have time to think. Eric, I did everything I could to keep from capsizing.
And Jack?
Jack did his best, but he had to hold on to Christine because she was terrified. And then a big wave came and knocked us all into the water.
Oh, you poor darling.
Jack hit his head when he went over, and he lost his grip on Christine. And apparently her life jacket hadn't been tied because it was bobbing there on the surface, and we called out to her, and we dove down again and again and again. But we never found her.
Oh, what a terrible accident.
We never should have been out there, not in a boat that size. Not in that kind of weather. If I'd had some kind of warning,
But, darling, you couldn't have had any kind of warning.
There's no excuse, Eric.
You never forgave yourself, did you? And you've never forgiven Jackson. I guess he was supposed to be the one looking out after the weather, is that right? And all this time, all this distance between you, it's because somehow you think that Jackson was at fault.
I later found out that Father had warned him about the weather, but he didn't tell me anything about it until it was too late.
But you were children. Darling, this is something you cannot carry around for the rest of your life. It was an accident.
Erica, I was the oldest. It was my
You
responsibility.
were a little boy yourself.
I was old enough. Jackson was old enough. Oh, Erica, Christine, if you could have known her, she was like a little bit of sunlight dancing above the earth. She had such a wonderful laugh. You'd hear her laughter filling the house. She just loved to play tag all over, everywhere, including in Dad's study. She was so beautiful. She was so affectionate and so trusting. She would have brought so much to this life.
Darling, let's remember Christine. Let's name our little girl after her.
Well, I hate to think about going out there again.
Well, at least we don't have to shovel any more snow.
Yeah, thank goodness.
You know something? I do not remember that the temperatures were ever this cold in Pine Valley before.
Oh, pshaw.
What do you mean?
They've just got you scared with all that stuff about wind chill factor. Well, you remember the old days, don't you? We'd get through the winter, we'd look at the thermometer and say, yes, it's cold and it's icy, and that was all.
Well, at least Travis and Erica and the baby are well out of it. I envy them.
Where exactly did they go?
Oh, I haven't a clue. I just know that it's bound to be exotic, and it's very, very isolated because I haven't had a card or a phone call.
Really?
Oh, my goodness. Way out on the edges of civilization. That sound wonderful? Huh?
Well, the longer I stay in this cozy little nest, the harder it's going to be for me to get out there. So I better be going along.
Sad to see you go. Listen, you will let us know when you get home,
Yes,
won't you?
I will. But listen, I'm stopping by Linden for just a few minutes, so if you don't hear from me, don't worry.
Okay, why Linden?
Well, I don't want the newlyweds to come home to a house full of frozen pipes.
Oh.
So, thank you, Jill. I'm going to check their heat.
Oh, well, now that's very nice. That's an excellent idea.
Lovely dinner, Ruth. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey.
Bye-bye.
Okay, now be careful. Drive careful.
Thank you. Bye, Jill.
Bye, Mom.
See you soon.
Don't slip on the ice.
Take it easy now. Take it easy. Sit over here by the fire, warm you up.
Oh, well, now, that's a nice idea.
You know,
What?
we haven't had any time off in a long time. What do you say we take a couple of weeks and fly down to the Caribbean? We could, we could make it kind of a second honeymoon. Just think of it. Nice warm winds, white sands, palm trees, sound of waves, tropical moonlight.
Well, listen to the man. You know, you've been in rather a romantic mood lately.
Oh, you noticed, eh?
Well, I'm hardly oblivious that he's mentioned that you may...
Oh, Joe, you've got to help me. I think Jeremy's in trouble.
Turn the page. Look at the little elf. Look at the tiny elf. Look even. Look at that little bitty elf who's all dressed in green. And who is he talking to? Who is he talking to? He's talking to Santa Claus, his very favorite person in the whole world. Santa Claus is
We can bundle him up in my coat. And you can sleep in here.
Thank you,
Come on.
Jeremy.
It's okay, baby.
Oh, baby,
It's all right. We're going to be warm in a
We've got
second.
the big fire going. Big fire going.
Keep this near the fire, ladies. Should keep him warm.
Show me your smile. We're all going to have to stay near the fire, Jeremy. You know that.
I know.
Come on, show me your smile. Oh, I love my big boy. Come on, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, here you are. You know, I think we're going to have to do something about this habit of yours.
What's that?
This habit of always coming to the rescue. You're not leaving the other knights anything to do except shine their armor.
Come on, not you two, please.
Not me too, what?
Well, making me sound like the cavalry.
Well, I think you are. Being able to show up just when everything seems to be lost, it's quite a knack, Jeremy, and one for which I'm very grateful.
You would have made it, Snetley.
I don't think so. I've never felt so very close to the edge. And then there you were.
I'd be grateful that the snow didn't cover the car.
Yes. Well, I think we need more wood.
Yeah, we sure do. Oh.
We can't let the fire go out.
Thanks. There we go. Now all we need is marshmallow and hot chocolate.
Would you settle for some frozen chocolate?
What's that?
Ah, a trusted backpack, otherwise known as a woman's purse. Never go anywhere without it. Emily Ann was telling us to raise money for school.
Remind me to give a donation for her cause as soon as we go home. Oh, that's great.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine. How you do?
Oh, I'm all right, better. My feet are still frozen, but
Should have worn boots.
I didn't know I was going to be trekking in the snow.
All right, don't move. I'm just going to make sure the circulation isn't damaged. I'll be careful.
Well, it hurts. That's a good sign. I think it's still there. It's just some refrigeration.
All right, here we go. I'll do this gently.
Be my guest. Thank you. Deja vu.
What?
Being here in front of the fire. Why do I feel like we've done this before?
Because we have?
Warner, are you in there?
looks lucky, too. She's finally found the man of her dreams, and they've started off their relationship with a brand new baby. What a way to start off.
Yeah.
And you know, I bet that little girl is the cutest, most beautiful baby girl in the whole world.
Well, not half as beautiful as yours would be.
Oh, Matt.
I mean, we could start off our new life with a baby. What do you think?
In your work, and it just so happens that it's here.
All the better.
Yes, all the better.
Well, I've heard Pine Valley's a lovely place to raise children. And maybe we could get a good jump on getting a little brother or sister for Bobby.
Well, do you mean it? Do you want to come back here?
Yeah, Bobby loves it, you love it, I love it.
I love you. Cliff?
Huh?
Is something wrong?
No. Why?
Well, you looked like you were about to drift away.
It's airports. I think it's airports do that to me.
Cliff, I know there must be so many memories.
Yeah.
It isn't too late. You don't have to get on that plane.
For sure. That steel trap could have broken your foot.
It did enough damage as it was. But there you were, to the rescue, as usual.
It's funny, you know, how things stays in your mind forever. I still can see the light in those trees. And that pale, beautiful girl. Hair streaming out behind her. You were absolutely exquisite.
Please.
You looked like a wood nymph caught by the gods.
Well, actually, I was just a girl from town. Do you want some of this? Who knew absolutely nothing about hiking.
It was not that big of a town. How come I didn't see you?
Well, I've seen you. I've been watching you from afar.
Really?
You were one of the hunters. Rich boy from the big house. Always on those walks by yourself, never talking to anyone.
Hey, no one ever talked to me.
Oh, everyone thought you were a snob. I don't think Horace approved of my being there.
Well, it was there to protect us, you know?
Seems like a long time ago, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sure does. Look at us. Here we are again. Another fight, another sore foot.
It's not the same.
No, it can never be the same. First love.
What happened to her, Jeremy? I feel as if I hardly know her.
She was very young, very innocent, and also very hungry for life. I remember when I was bandaging your foot, I could feel that gaze behind my neck like fire.
You remember what happened next?
Of course.
That was my first kiss. So gentle. Barely touching. I thought I'd never breathe again. Oh, my goodness, Jeremy. What happened to her? Where did that all go?
Is she hungry?
No, just wet. She went right back to sleep after I changed her.
Lucky us.
I called her Christine a few times. She liked it.
I think that you wanting to remember my sister is wonderful.
It's also a very beautiful name in its own way.
I know, but I'm not so sure. I mean, we want our baby to have her own identity, don't we?
Oh, she will.
And with a name like that, I think we should pick a name that doesn't have a lot of memories trailing behind it. You know what I mean?
Of course I do. A name that will be special just to her and nobody else.
Right.
Okay, but I want you to sit down. I want you to think about something. I want you to consider Christine as a middle name, okay? It's a beautiful name, and it would mean so much.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Anyhow, good. We are still no further along for the first name.
Yeah, I know. Well, there's still Erica, you know.
Still Travisina, too, you know.
Travisina. All right, back to the book.
Okay. You read, all right.
We're up to the C's.
Yes.
Now there's Camilla.
Ooh.
Ken. Yeah, I heard that.
Be careful.
Freeze!
When I have a headache, I take Excedrin. But when I have a face ache, and my face aches all over from sinus congestion, pressure on my eyes, my cheeks, my forehead, I take new Sinus Excedrin.
Introducing Sinus Excedrin. Extra strength pain reliever plus the maximum amount of...
You wanted your privacy. And you never went anywhere, did you?
Well, Mona, why don't you sit down? We decided to have our little romantic hideaway here.
With no calls and no visitors, and no one knew where we were, Mother.
Until I ruined everything.
Well, look, you didn't ruin everything. We did have a very wonderful and quiet time with our beautiful little girl.
Well, yeah, I don't know how quiet it was, but it was wonderful.
How are you feeling, sweetheart?
I feel terrific. I really do. And, oh, we did the nursery over, Mother. Remember I told you I didn't know which color that we should paint it? Well,
Yes.
we finally decided. Well, what am I doing standing here talking to you? Come on, see it. Come
Fine,
on.
I'd love to. I don't know what
Come see your beautiful little granddaughter. Oh, be quiet. Shh. She's sleeping. She's so beautiful. She has baby things.
Is she colored? She doesn't cry.
I don't understand. How did it all go wrong?
Well, we grew up, made choices.
Everything was so good with us. Everything could have been perfect.
It wasn't all your fault. There's a lot of misunderstanding between us, Natalie.
Never should have married Alex.
Oh, well, we're always so much wiser in hindsight.
I knew it then. I didn't love him. I don't think he loved me. But he seemed to need me.
And I didn't.
Oh. I wanted you to. I wanted you to love me so much. But I was too insecure.
I was too hot-headed.
Maybe if I'd had a little more faith in us. Jeremy, you believe people make their own destiny to... It's all right. I need to accept who I was, who I am.
Hey, look. It's not much, but at least we'll be able to spend the night here.
What about Timothy? Do you think I should move him onto the cot with me?
No, he's warm and sound asleep. I'd leave him there. Get in bed.
What about you?
I want to keep the fire going. I'll be all right. Oh, thank you.
Thanks for the rescue again.
I'm glad I found you.
Nothing is going to keep me from getting on that plane.
No second thoughts?
None.
Cliff, I understand if you have them. You're leaving your friends, your home.
Listen to me. I'm going because I want to go.
Maybe up here. What about right here?
I am taking with me the most important thing in my life, my son. Where is he, by the way?
Oh, he's over here by the windows. He's watching the airplanes. He likes them.
Yeah, anything that moves fast, he loves them.
Look, maybe you don't have any doubts about leaving Pine Valley, but I'm a little worried for you.
Why?
That summons.
Oh, I'm just going to ignore that.
Is that really wise? I mean, it's a violation, isn't it? And well, that could come back to you if there's a custody battle.
Nah, Nina's just trying to delay things. It's a whole scare tactic. I'm not going to fall for it.
I hope you're right.
Nothing is going to stop me. I'm starting my life over today.
The guy at the counter said our plane will be here in 15 minutes.
Well, that's great, because I'm tired of waiting.
Me too. I want to see our new house.
What about the side roads? Oh, I see.
Come on. Sit down, Tom. Sit down. Listen to me. Jeremy is going to be just fine.
He didn't know what he was getting himself into.
Honey, I have never seen that man unprepared. Now, you just remember his background.
Why hasn't he called? He promised he'd call. It's been hours.
Well, darling, it's going to take time to find Natalie in the storm.
Well, the state police have got everybody out on duty trying to help. They said the major roads are closed until they can be cleared.
Oh, what about the travelers who've been stranded?
Troopers are going to do everything they can to help. I gave them Jeremy and Natalie's descriptions. They'll call us if they find them.
I had no idea that it was going to get to be this treacherous.
Uh-huh. Why don't I make some fresh coffee, and then I'll call Wilma and Donna just in case they've heard something.
Now, listen to me. I know that you're worried, but you've got to believe that he's going to be all right.
I just wish I knew where he was.
Sweetheart, you two have been through too much to have something like this get in the way. I mean, you and Jeremy are... Well, you're as close as you could be.
I'm afraid not.
What are you talking? What do you mean?
We haven't been very close lately. Oh, Ruth, I wouldn't tell anyone about this but you. Something's changing.
Well, honey, I mean, you couldn't expect your relationship to continue on as it had been.
Why not?
Well, heavens, child, you burn each other out. I mean, don't you remember when you met? It was all full of mystery and confusion and danger. Everything was heightened for the two of you. Now, that couldn't continue on indefinitely.
But we should still care about each other.
Oh, I'm sure that that's still true.
I don't know. Maybe it's something else. Maybe he doesn't feel the same way toward me anymore. Maybe we're not right for each other.
Listen, you know what I'm trying to say to you? What I'm trying to say is this. I think that you should maybe try to slow down a little. I mean, kind of let things settle, you know? After all, you still have a great deal to discover about yourself and about him and about your relationship together.
It's true. I hadn't seen it that way before. Thank you.
How about a cup of coffee?
No, thanks.
Okay. I'll go see what Joe's found out.
Can't sleep?
Oh, I am. Just thinking I wish the window would die down. The sound of it makes me colder.
That fire's not throwing too much heat. It'll be below zero in here.
Don't say that.
You know, I could kick myself into thinking of bringing some down-filled coats for you. Where was my head? At least some blankets.
It's all right. Who knew we'd end up spending the night here? I think we're doing very well.
I should have thought ahead.
What about you, Jeremy? You gave your coat to Timothy.
Fine, fine.
Let's not be silly about this. Why don't you come here and get under the blanket where it's warm?
Are you sure?
We may not survive if you don't.
Oh, thank you.
Have a nice trip.
Hey, buddy, where's that flight to El Gorda?
Which one, sir?
The one that's going through Caracas, leaving tonight.
You just missed it. It was late coming in, but it left just a few minutes ago. I can book you on another one tomorrow morning.
Damn it.
I hope you haven't done anything foolish. Matt?
This is Charles Gibson.
And Joan London.
Monday on Good Morning America, Burt Reynolds talks about switching channels.